I'm going to be talking about the cards when it comes to Zebec. Now, what do I mean by this? I have not really seen, I think, like a major announcement when it comes to the cards in almost a month. Now, even though nothing I say is financial advice, does this necessarily concern me? Because the most, I guess, recent post they made that was kind of a little bit significant was in regards to saying Happy Thanksgiving. And then before that, we saw about where they were talking about how the 19th chain got integrated, which was Dash. However, it's been, I guess, almost kind of close to a month ever since then, and we haven't really seen much when it comes to the cards. So people like to tell me, well, if they treat it so seriously, why is there nothing really coming out when it comes to this in almost a month? My perspective is this. First of all, I think it's kind of difficult to sort of, have something major happening every single week or something like that. But also, I feel like sometimes they're a little bit subsidizing, I would say, the update side of things when it comes to things that are not regarding the cards. Like, for instance, we saw not too long ago them doing the thing with World Mobile, making an update on that and talking about what that could hypothetically be and also talking about signups and stuff like that. So then when it comes to Zebec, sure, the cards haven't really seen an update in quite a while, but when it comes to Zebec overall, just in general, we saw kind of a recent update not too long ago. So when it comes to the cards not really having seen much, I guess, update activity in almost a month, I guess it's not something I'm necessarily concerned with in the grand scheme of things. Would I like to see more updates? I mean, not really too much, I guess. I mean, like, a little bit more maybe, who knows? But I'm saying it doesn't really concern me either way because, again, Zebec by nature is not a meme or something like that, so it doesn't really need to, I guess, update that much. Like, it's a more, I would say, calm type of project, right? It's a little bit more kind of low key. It's like, for instance, I take a look at BitTensor, and I even made a video about this not too long ago. Like, they don't seem to be updating much, you know? And then a lot of my friends were like kind of concerned about that. But my perspective is that BitTensor is focused on what? Machine learning and AI, right? It's a very kind of serious thing. Like, it's not like a fun type of project where they're always doing this or doing that. It feels a little bit more kind of, chill, more relaxed vibe, more sort of utility focused. So at least Zebec, for a project that has that type of vibe, basically, when it comes to being focused on utility and stuff like that, it updates more than something like BitTensor. But then at the same time, I just haven't seen that many updates when it comes to the cards as of late, but also it doesn't necessarily concern me. And also at the same time, they're still making updates when it comes to Zebec, generally speaking. So, I guess I can't complain too much when it comes to that, even though, again, some of my friends out there, they were kind of like complaining, oh, if they're treating the cards so seriously, why aren't they updating that much? Well, again, I just think that maybe at a time like this, who knows, maybe like no new partnerships as of late, or because the altcoin space isn't doing the best. Who knows, hypothetically, some other projects aren't really focusing on partnering up with other projects anyways. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, right? But still, even if they don't really update, I guess, the cards, they're still doing updates when it comes to the actual Zebec side of things. So again, it doesn't necessarily concern me. But also at the same time, my kind of perspective is that, not too long ago, we saw what they did with Privy, right? Which is part of Stripe, and Stripe is pretty like well known. And yeah, I mean, they just did that not too long ago. So kind of not seeing that many updates when it comes to the cards, but then seeing that when it comes to Zebec side of things, I guess it's not such a arguably bad thing in my perspective. But yeah, it's besides the point. I mean, being around 38 and a half times lower than 10 cents, like, it's not that good, of course, right? And we're seeing a bunch of altcoins also have a pretty significant pullback, but you know what? At a time like this, I guess I'm just going to stay the course and stay patient. I can't tell anyone to do anything, but my mindset is, imagine if every single time a project wasn't doing good, I just automatically made a video saying, oh, I don't like the project, and then saying, oh, wow, I can't believe this happened, all this. It just, like, sometimes the vibe, I feel like, if let's say I still like the fundamentals, why would I do that? You know what I mean? If I actually like the vibe of the project, if I actually like it fundamentally, why would I say I don't like it if I actually do like it? I would not do that, actually. I don't want to just give up like that every single time I don't see something that I like to see. Like, it's just kind of not okay vibe for me to do, I guess. Like personally, if I still like the project fundamentally, and if I understand that this is not a good time for altcoins, I just simply won't give up like that, I guess. But I'm not telling anyone to do anything. This is just personally what I'm thinking about as of right now. And yeah, I wanted to make this updated video to talk about, despite the kind of non-recent activity in terms of the updates when it comes to Zebec cards, I'm still staying patient when it comes to Zebec overall. I have not overlooked, the aspects of Solana when it comes to Zebec. I'm still thinking about that. So I'm just still staying patient. And yeah, that's it. Just wanted to make a video about that. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll be sure to make more updated videos when it comes to Zebec. It's Mali the Captain, and I'm out. Peace. Bye.